Hello, my name is Avion Fleming, and I am a Buffalo Public School educator here in Buffalo, New York. Thank you for taking a few minutes to watch this video that I am presenting to you today. I will give a simple overview of the history of special education law in the United States, explain a few important court cases, and share resources that families can use to learn more about special education rights here in the United States. History of education, special education, started before the 1970s. Many students with disabilities were not allowed to attend public schools whatsoever. Some students stayed home, while others were sent to separate schools that did not meet the requirements or their learning needs. Families had very few legal rights, and schools were not required to provide special education services. A major change came with the court case Pennsylvania Association for Retarded Children, which is also known as PARC, PARC, versus Commonwealth of Pennsylvania in 1971. The court decided that students with disabilities had the right to attend public schools. Another important case was Mills versus Board of Education of the District of Columbia in 1972. The case said that schools cannot deny students with disabilities an education because the lack of money or the lack of resources in their area. History from the 1970s to today. In 1975, Congress passed the Education for All Handicapped Children's Act. This law required public schools to provide a free and appropriate public education, also called as FAPE, F-A-P-E, for students with disability. Later, this law became the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, which is also known as IDEA, I-D-E-A. IDEA makes sure students receive special education services based on their individual needs. It also gives parents the rights to be involved in educational decisions and requires schools to create an individualized education program, also known as an IEP, for eligible students in the school. Today, schools continue to work with families to help students succeed in the least restrictive environment whenever possible. Two important court cases about parents' rights and students' rights. The first case is Board of Education versus Rowley in 1982. The Supreme Court ruled that schools must provide students with disabilities a free, appropriate public education. But schools are not required to provide every service parents request. The services must allow the students to receive meaningful educational benefits. The second case is Andrew versus Douglas County School District in 2017, most recently. The Supreme Court said that schools must create IEPs that are reasonably designed to help students make meaningful progress based on their individual needs. This decision strengthened the expectations of students learning under IDEA. Parents also have important privacy rights under the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act, which is also known as FERPA. FERPA gives parents the right to see their children's education records and helps protect the privacy of the students' information. There are a lot of meaningful and helpful resources that families can use to be informed and to stay informed about special education laws and services in the area. In my area, personally, New York State, the New York State Education Department, and the Office of Special Education. These help provide information about IDEA, IEPs, rights, parents' rights, students' rights, and special education services. Also, we have the Parent Network of Western New York. This also offers free training, workshops, and support for families of children with disabilities. The Center for Parent Information and Resources, also known as the CPIR. The CPIR provides easy to understand information about social and special education, laws, and family rights across the United States. If you have any other questions for your teachers or your administrators or anybody who provides any type of resources in your student's school or in their environment, as a parent of myself and also educator, please reach out. Please reach out and let them know that you're interested in your students' progress, and make sure you make that connection and make it a lot easier for your child or your student to get through schooling with a little bit more help and make it a little bit more easier for them. Thank you for watching. Knowing your children's rights is an important part of helping them succeed in school. When schools and families work together, the disabilities that the students have a better chance to reach their goals. The students have a better chance to reach their goals. If you have any questions, once again, contact your children's school advisor, contact your teacher, contact your school in the whole, and one of the researchers, and reach out to one of the local research departments in your area where you can gain any information that you need. Once again, thank you for watching this video.